Tesla just announced a $5 billion capital raise to further strengthen their balance sheet. This will be the third time that Tesla has done a capital raise this year, and if you add them all up, that comes to around $12 billion for the year raised by Tesla. Let's talk about this announcement and what it means for Tesla as a company. I'm Jonathan, and welcome to Cleanerwatt. If you go to Tesla's investor relations page, you can currently pull up this filing with the SEC talking about this common stock offering. The beginning of this filing talks about the equity distribution agreement they've reached with a number of these banks, and then it says, quote, under which we may offer and sell from time to time our common stock having an aggregate offering price of up to $5 billion. Also, when it comes to the reason for this capital raise, Tesla simply said it was to strengthen our balance sheet. In a Wall Street Journal interview today, Elon Musk was specifically asked about the reason behind Tesla's recent $5 billion raise. He talked about how this was something that they debated in the company, and ultimately it was for debt retirement, and he said, I guess, to have a bit more of a war chest. So let's dive into the implications of this announcement and also talk about here at the beginning why I think this is such a great time for Tesla to do a capital raise and to sell more stock. The first reason is because Tesla's stock price is so high, and when your stock price is high, it allows you as a company to raise more capital, more cash, without greatly diluting your stock. When you look at where Tesla's price was roughly 1 year ago, you can see just how much the stock has risen since then, almost 10x. Because of this allows Tesla to offer over 7 million shares of Tesla stock and raise around $5 billion and dilute the stock less than 1%. This is really good news for investors because Tesla can use this cash to help further their mission and accelerate their growth while not diluting the stock very much. Tesla is growing at extremely fast rates, and they've learned how to be very efficient with their capital expenditures, and they're a much more efficient company than they were just a couple years ago. So this $5 billion raise should prove to further grow Tesla's lead in the EV space, and the value created by this cash could potentially be magnitudes greater than the actual dilution itself. In the Q3 2020 conference call, Elon Musk talked about how they're spending cash, quote, we're trying to spend money at the fastest rate that we can possibly spend it and not waste it. Another reason beyond the stock price and the low dilution number is the fact that Tesla is going to need a lot of this cash to grow as quickly as they want to. With this extra $5 billion of cash, Tesla's cash or cash equivalents on hand will reach around $19.5 billion. While Tesla is generating quite a bit of cash from their operations and they are now a profitable company, I do believe that these capital raises are important to further accelerate this progress and not slow down their success right now. Elon Musk has some very ambitious goals for Tesla, including the one he outlined in this tweet where he said we do see Tesla reaching 20 million vehicles per year, probably before 2030. Tesla's going to need this 19.5 billion and more to reach this 20 million vehicle per year goal. Tesla is going to need quite a few new factories to be able to produce this 20 million vehicles per year. Tesla currently has a factory in Fremont and Shanghai pumping out vehicles, and they're building out the factory in Berlin and in Texas. And as you can see on this basic projection chart, you can kind of see how this might play out in the coming decade. Another reason why I believe this is a good time for Tesla is because they are currently ramping up several new vehicles and several new vehicle projects, and those take a lot of cash as well. One of the most exciting product ramps that is coming in the very near future is, of course, the Tesla Cybertruck. As Elon Musk said on Twitter, talking about the metal that's going to make the body of the Cybertruck, quote, but we'll need to come up with new body manufacturing methods. It can't be made using standard methods. Tesla really went out of the box when it came to the design and the actual material to build the Cybertruck. And while overall it's going to reduce the complexity of manufacturing, they're not going to need a paint shop, for instance. It is, however, going to require a lot of work beforehand to really figure out the manufacturing techniques, and that requires capital. Tesla is also currently launching the semi-truck, and the Tesla Roadster should be coming sometime in the near future as well. We also know that Tesla is working on less expensive, smaller EVs for various markets throughout the world. This cash will also come in handy right now as they ramp out their production lines for their new batteries, their 4680 cells. As Elon Musk said on Twitter, talking about scaling the production of their new technology, specifically talking about batteries here, but this applies to other things, the extreme difficulty of scaling production of new technology is not well understood. It's 1,000% to 10,000% harder than making a few prototypes. The machine that makes the machine is vastly harder than the machine itself. Another reason why I believe this is a really good time for Tesla to raise cash is because there is a lot of economic uncertainty right now. Tesla has done very well right now when other auto manufacturers have been struggling. However, we don't know what the future holds, and it's never going to be a bad idea for Tesla to have more cash on hand. More cash on hand gives Tesla the flexibility and the ability to go through even a terrible downturn in the economy. I also have a feeling that this capital raise might have something to do with Tesla's inclusion in the S&P 500 in just a little bit more than a week from now. This inclusion is going to require a lot of fund managers to purchase and hold Tesla stock, and this could help alleviate the pressure caused by this looming large purchase. So overall, I think this is a really smart move for Tesla and will give them more cash to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy and transportation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something as well. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, if you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when new videos are published. Also, if you did like the video, please consider clicking that like button because it helps other people find the video as well. I also wanted to take a moment here at the end of the video to thank the Patreon supporters who support me every month and make this content possible. A special thank you to my performance supporters, Bradford Ferguson of Halter Ferguson Financial, Inku Kang, and also Laura Sanborn. Also thank you to the other supporters listed on the screen. Thank you so much.